Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another video. We are going to check out a few different areas, including this one, which is Moultrie Creek. We'll take a look at most of Eastport, Wellpoint, LaGranja, and Green Cove, something like that. That whole area up in there. Green Grove Hill, sorry, Edenfield, LaGranja or LaGrange, however you pronounce it, Wellpoint. There are a few houses going up in Wellpoint now that you'll see toward the end of the video, and the Southern Oaks Bridge. They're also expanding Laurel Oak Executive Course, and by expanding I mean they're growing in the grass and all that stuff. So kind of like I predicted before, they're starting on the north side also with the Wellpoint area, and then as well as here in Moultrie Creek and this Shady Brook type area over here. So that was Salucas Rec Center that you saw initially, and this is the Shady Brook area here, and then looking over into Moultrie Creek on the other side of the water there. So they are starting to build houses over here in Shady Brook. It's been a while since I've been out here. These houses toward the top right of your screen are pretty much all new, except for a handful in there. And then these houses closest to us here, that's the Shady Brook area, like I said, and they are starting to build in there also. So as we turn toward the right top of your screen, that's where you're going to see that main Eastport area, Central Lake, those type of things. And here's a closer look at some of the houses over here in Shady Brook. You can see they're building them out. One thing I will tell you is I think that the building of the houses has slowed down, so I would assume that the demand is down a little bit, probably because of interest rates and things like that. And that just could be an observation that I made. I don't have the statistics, but just regular in general, I think the building has slowed. And I took this on a Saturday, and you can see how many contractors are out here. Not very many. And typically you would see so many different contractors out here Saturday, Sunday, all out in these areas working on the jobs, trying to finish up. But like I said, it seems as if building has slowed a little bit, which is rare for this area. Even during the pandemic, they were cranking out the houses like crazy. So this is that Moultrie Creek area, almost filled up. It's been a while since I've been over here, probably about 10 days since I recorded this stuff. I was in Chattanooga for a little while doing an Ironman, and we just finished school last Friday, so it gave me a little extra time to get some things done. But you can see all the buildup. If you haven't seen the other videos, this whole area was empty before, except for that green grass area that you see up in front, and then you can see Middleton in the background in the back right. That's the charter school, the high school. Now you're looking in the distance at Shallow Creek Championship Golf Course, which looks pretty good. I did a flyover. It's pretty green. Everything seems to be grown in. It wasn't fully grown in before last time I took a look over here, but seems to be pretty close now, if not already there, ready to go. This view is actually looking south, and this is that Shallow Creek Championship Golf Course again, like I said. It kind of goes around Moultrie Creek and kind of separates Moultrie Creek on the south side from Shady Brook and Bar Boulevard runs in between some of these houses. The Bar Boulevard is the main road that goes up to Central Parkway, and it leads right into Eastport. So that road that leads into Moultrie Creek, Shady Brook, there's actually 3 of them that lead. Central Parkway goes toward the north side, Bar Boulevard cuts right in the middle, and then Bexley Trail would be on the opposite side. And this is Bar Boulevard right in the middle of your screen, going left to right. So you can see here they have quite a few houses going in, and they do have trailers lined up for those precast walls, but like I said, no construction was happening today on a Saturday. Kind of surprising. I expected to come down, and during the week this place is filled up. I mean, filled up like crazy, but it used to be 7 days a week all the time. You would go down there and there would be contractors all the time working on the interior, exterior. You can see the trailers there for the precast walls. Here's the 2 rec centers across the street from each other, cat corner. Looking good. It looks like construction's pretty much done on them. All the amenities are in, and that's typically what they do. The amenity, the rec center, and the mail centers are done first, and then they build around them. So here's that Laurel Oak Manor that I told you about. The turnpike runs right on the opposite side. Laurel Oak Executive Course, not Laurel Oak Manor, sorry. This is that executive 9-hole golf course, and then on the opposite side you'll see that Live Oak Pitch and Putt right on the other side of those trees there. And we're headed toward Edenfield. We're kind of flying over Edenfield and headed toward Well Point. And I'll zoom in a little bit. You'll be able to see the houses. But there was only a couple houses up in Well Point last time I checked. But this is on the north side of Eastport, and Moultrie Creek is on the south side. So the videos I did before, I was talking about how I thought that once they started finishing up Moultrie Creek, they would start in Well Point, just because it looked like it. And sure enough, they had a couple houses going up in Well Point. So I'm assuming they're going to start at the north end and meet in the middle, right where Central Lake is. There's quite a few neighborhoods up in this area, and then there's three south of Central Lake, 4 I guess if you count Lakeside. This is the Pitch and Putt, Live Oak Pitch and Putt right here that we're flying over. You can see them watering the grass, the turf, all that kind of stuff in here. And then we're looking towards Southern Oaks Bridge here. You'll be able to see that up close in a little bit. We'll take a closer fly around of that. And this empty sandy area here is Edenfield. The road you're looking at is McNeil Drive. That's the one that goes through, and then this is Well Point. So they do have several foundations in there, you can see, and then you have a couple houses with roofs on them. This is a zoomed in shot, so it's not as clear as the other ones, but clear enough to see those 2 roofs going up. Again, this is that same area. This is from where I zoomed in from, because the drone does have 7 times zoom, which makes it nice. Now this south side here, this is all Well Point. And we're flying over this street here, but McNeil Drive is that one that leads from Southern Oaks Bridge all the way down to Marsh Bend Trail and runs in between. Now we're turn toward Oak Hollow, going south. And there's supposed to be the Woodlands Championship Golf Course Club in this area that they're building out. You can kind of see Eastport in the distance here, but we're going to get close up. So there's Central Lake. It has a really interesting design from above. If you look at it on the village's map and then you turn the map upside down, it has a kind of a funny look to it. But yeah, very interesting. You can see a lot of construction going on here. We'll fly closer to it a little later in the video. There you go. There it is. Softball fields over to your left. Not a lot of construction here that I was expecting, to be honest, because it's been a couple months since I've been out here, and they haven't progressed as far as I thought. They're going to have another executive course down here, driving range and teaching academy. You have the softball fields. This one's going to have the rock wall in it, I believe. And then you have the pickleball courts, of course. All that kind of stuff. There is a hotel going in right over where we're flying over right now. Quite a vast area with a lot going on all at one time. The village of Lakeside is going to be right off of Central Lake. So I think Lakeside would be, or Water's Edge, I guess, are going to be the two closest areas to downtown and the south side of La Granja, which we're flying over right now. Now this lower left hand side is La Granja, and on the top right side is that Green Grove Hill. And then there's going to be another championship golf course over there, Meadowview Championship Golf Course, which will run alongside of the turnpike as well. When they first started talking about this area, they said that there was going to be a massive hospital over here, like a training hospital, that they were partnering with UF Shands, but I haven't seen anything on that in such a long time, and not in any of the maps that they've put out or anything like that. Spin around, do a view of the opposite side. I mean, it's looking good. They're coming along nicely. I am still kind of surprised they're not as far as I thought they would be by this point. But yeah, I mean, with interest rates and the economy the way it is, I mean, you can't blame them, I guess. Here's Southern Oaks Bridge. This is on the opposite side of the turnpike. You're looking at St. Catharines, Southern Oaks Championship Golf Course, Citrus Grove and Case and Hammock. And then Newell is all the way at the top of your screen, and some of those areas are new out there as well. A lot of newness. Ever expanding villages. I hope you enjoyed the video. I should have more coming out soon. It's summertime, so I have a lot more time on my hands. If you have something you'd like to see, leave a comment in the comments section. I do try and get to it when I have time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.